What's up, dudes? It's FluffyPinkYak, and today I've got a battle for you against a dude from Team Xbox chat called Vishay. Let me double check that. No, it's Vishay. Vishay. So we had a standard match, and here's a free cheap plug for my local Chinese because I need to cover the teams because spoilers. So yeah, standard match against Vishay. He leads with a Trick Ratchy, which is really strategic, and I lead with my Metagross, which is now Scarfed, and not Ockerberry. So I go straight for an Earthquake because he's obviously going to trick, and I don't want him tricking anything else. So now I go into my Scarfed Zapdos to scare him out with Heat Wave or something. He double switched into Gira, which is silly because Zapdos eats Gira for breakfast. So I U-turn out knowing he's not going to stay in Gira, and he goes to Bliss, and I don't like Bliss. This is like the fourth Bliss I've seen in a row in my battles. And I always struggle to take them out, even though I have things that can take it out in this team. So B goes back into Gira and DD's up while I go into my... I like Turtles, because Turtles are amazing. He goes for a Spring Up, whatever that was, and I go for the Hidden Power, which is obviously electric because it's a water type, and I brought it into a Gira. So he doesn't get the Power Hacks, and I hit him with that HP Electric, and this doesn't do as much as I'd hoped. I was hoping it would like annihilate that thing, but no. So he goes for another bounce, and I rest and get the Chesto. So yeah, that's good because I don't die, and I can hit him with an HP Electric as he lands, and take him out. And I'm not too bothered if my Blastoise gets Power Hacks like it does. As far as I'm concerned, a Blastoise... Fuck off, a bast. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, a trade-off between Blastoise and Gyarados is fine by me. So now he goes into a Gengar, and he's gonna... I thought he would T-Bob, he goes for a Sludge Bomb. Either way, I can go into my Snorlax. And now he's trapped, so I'm gonna Pursuit. And it's Choice Banded, so even if he stays in, it does a dickload of damage. His Focus Blast misses, but that wouldn't have done much because I am max Special Defense, max HP. No, not max HP, I'm max Attack, max Special Defense, because it's Choice Banded. So I go in to Bullet Punch him and take the Focus Blast, obviously. So his Gengar goes down, and that's pretty good news. So he brings in his Elf, trying to scare me out with Fire Blast or Flamethrower or something, but I just go for the Bullet Punch because this Metagross is kind of useless because it's Scarfed. So I was kind of hoping he'd stick around and take another Bullet Punch and die and lose the Elf, but I get a super game-changing crit on the Skarm instead. And I go back into my I like Turtle because the ES didn't fill on the end. And you are a pretty cool guy if you get the reference for that, by the way. So here's Blissy's in here doing his Blissey stuff, and I get Power Hacks so I can't Rapid Spin, which sucks because I would like to Rapid Spin pretty much. So he's going to S-Toss my Metagross, and I live on 17 HP because I had a Team Uni bit left after the Stealth Rocks and Spikes. He goes back into Skarm, and obviously I'm going to explode because super useless Metagross with no HP. It does a nice chunk of damage to Skarm, which I wouldn't have been otherwise able to do without bringing in Zapdos and taking the cocks up the arse from Stealth Rock. So I go for a Hidden Power Ice in case he wanted to switch into a Mence or something gay. And I know it'd kill the Skarmory anyway. So in comes his Elf, and I go into I like Turtle just for Death Follow. Kind of shame I didn't get to spin away the Spikes and Rapid Cocks. Rapid Cocks would be scary. Stealth Rocks. So I don't U-turn out now, I go for the Thunderbolt because it's going to kill the Zelf, and at this point he figured out that I was Scarfed, so well done to him. So he goes into Blissey now, knowing that I'm stuck in Thunderbolt and I can't touch that blob. So I go into my Snorlax, knowing that he's got Blissey and Jirachi left, and I can Earthquake and it will dominate whatever the hell wants to take it. So in comes the Jirachi, which is great because I'm going to Earthquake. Except I get paralyzed, so that sucked. He tricks me here instead of like Iron Heading or something. and that's kind of weird because he just gets a choice band and I'm allowed to switch moves. And because I'm allowed to switch moves, I can now self-destruct on the Blissey for the win, providing I don't get power hacked about a million times. So this is just going to seismic toss me, which is great because if it had protect then I would have cried. So yeah, I just self-destruct and the Blissey goes down, so it was a nice, quite quick battle, but still pretty good. It wasn't like a sweepy, dominaty kind of gay thing, which wouldn't have been fun to watch at all. So to both of us, rate comment.
Card stud tournament.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.